Yo, YouTube, what's good? It's Lord Drago here. It's been a long time, guys. I decided to come back to you, bring you some of that favorite dragon of mine that I love so much, Red Eyes Black Dragon. Of course, with the twist of the Guardragons, of course. I mean, of course, why not? It's a dragon extender for the extra deck. I love dragons, been playing dragons forever. So enough rambling. Let me get on into it. Show you guys what I got, what I'm playtesting so far. This deck list is not complete. I repeat, not complete. The deck is sitting at a large count of 43, which is big for me, but it's been working. So far, I'm gonna show you what I got, and let's go from there. So starting out, we got 2 copies of the vanilla Red Eyes Black Dragon. This is probably my favorite artwork. I understand for nostalgic purposes, most people want to use the LOB or the Structure Deck Joey First Edition, but I mean, this one works just fine for me. And 1 copy of Red Eyes Flare Dragon, Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon, the Gemini. You very rarely use the Gemini effect, but if you can, I mean, it's an extra push for the game, damage of 2400. 1 copy of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, because there's only 1 copy we can run. I have a huge fear that this might get banned if the Guardragon extra deck stuff really takes off. But in the meantime, we have 1. Going to the rest of the deck, we have 1 copy of the Drago. Yeah, everybody knows it's a free special summon. You know, you target your level 4 lower monster to make him less than 6 or 5, and you can use him to go into your Link Dragon plays. 1 copy of Mana Dragon for the fusion, using Red Eyes Fusion for it. This card has another great effect, like if you run back row, if your opponent targets or destroys or banishes one of your spell and traps, you can start summoning back from the graveyard, and then you can target one of your banished spell and traps or spell and traps in the graveyard and set it back on the board. So it's a pretty good effect. I like it. For the extenders, we have 2 White Dragon Wyver Bursters and 1 Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. Like I said, they're extenders. They give you easier access to going into the Link Guardragon plays. 1 copy of Eclipse Wyvern. You can use it for whatever you want, honestly, but it's just it's a target to banish off a Black Dragon if you happen to draw it. Like I say, everything else in the deck is dark except for the White Dragon. So it comes in handy, especially in your Cerebral play. If you can send out Drago, banish it, and add it to your hand once you banish this from the graveyard, and especially some of that monster that you add, you know, to your hand with Cerebral. I run the Rocket Dragons. So I run 1 copy of Magna Rocket Dragon and 2 copies of Rocket Synchron. Rocket Synchron is the most recent addition to the Dragon archetype. When this card is normal summon, you can target 1 level 5 or higher Dark Dragon monster in your graveyard and special summon it in defensive position, but its effects are negated, and you destroy it in the end phase. You also cannot special summon a monster from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except dark monsters, which is totally not a problem at all. 1 copy of World Chalice Guardragon. It's a great card. You can banish it from the graveyard, especially summon a normal monster to a zone that a Link monster points to. For the best card of the deck, 3 copy of Black Metal Dragon. This card pretty much nets you everything in the deck, from Red Eyes Insight to Red Eyes Fusion to Red Eyes Fang with Chain to Red Eyes Black Dragon or Darkness Dragon. And the way you're able to abuse it so much in this deck is just, the pluses are ridiculous. Onto the hand traps, I run 2 copies of Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, aka Thanos. Of course, with this, you know, format now being as heavily Link summoned as it is you have to run him. I'm still working on my 3rd copy. And 2 copies of Ash Blossom because it's Ash Blossom. On to the spells. We run 2 copies of Red Eyes Insight. Red Eyes Insight is pretty much used as a dump. You send a Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard as cost. So even if your opponent Ash Blossoms, you're pretty much just trying to get a normal Red Eyes monster in the graveyard to extend your plays. For 1 of the targets for Red Eyes Insight, Red Eyes Fusion. Every deck that I build, it always has to have a plan B strategy in case your A strategy fails. So Red Eyes Fusion for me is, you know, of course you can't normal summon a special summon in turn that you play Red Eyes Fusion, or after you play it. Well, period, if you decide to play that turn anyway. So the once per turn thing, you know, you can still set, but like I said, it's a good backup plan or a good turn 1 play. For the dump cards, I play 1 copy of Dragon's Ravine, triple copy of Dragon's Shrine. This could very easily be Foolish Burial, but sometimes when you have those dragons that you want in the graveyard in your hand, you need another discard outlet to get them to the graveyard faster. For more search, we pay 1 for 1 because we run enough level 1 dragons, and it's another good dump from the hand aspect. For the Rockets, we played 3 copies of Quick Launch, mainly because this is not once per turn. Busted. For the more extenders and recursion cards, we played 3 copies of World Legacy Guardragon, the new busted dragon spell card that just came out this set. Lets you target a level 4 Lord Dragon in your graveyard, either add it to your hand or search summon to the board. And once per turn, with this effect, you can target a monster on your field and move it to another zone in your main monster zone. Another recursion card, World Legacy Succession, and Monster Reborn because it's Monster Reborn. And to round off the spells, 3 copies of Call by the Grave because nobody wants to be ashed. This deck's combo is very weak to Ash Blossom and stuff like that, and Disruption. So you're going to need to have these as soon as possible. And the last 3 cards of the deck are 3 traps. Red Eye's Fang with Chain for a Disruption, the second card to search off of Red Eye's Insight. And 2 Guardragon Cataclysm. There's no way in the world that Konami's going to finally give us an Icarus attack for dragons, and I'm not going to play it. I mean, I like it a lot. Onto the extra deck. For the Red Eye's Fusion target, we play 1 copy of Meteor Black Comet Dragon. He's a great extender into the link plays. If you do the Twin Triangle combo with him in the graveyard and send him to the graveyard for Summon Sorceress, you can bring back a vanilla Red Eyes from the graveyard to the board. Use an extender like a Chaos Dragon, etc., etc. And then this pretty much helps you finish off with Flare Metal Dragon in mid combo. One copy of Borlo Dragon because it's Borlo. 1 copy of Saruja. I'm working on getting my second one, but Saruja is really busted and perfect for hand correction and especially the link counters, link pointers. 1 copy of Summon Sorceress because it's the MVP of the entire extra deck to help you set up your Guardragon link plays. 1 copy of Triple Burst. Since we don't have our link to Dragon Link monsters, and since my deck is majority dark, Witch's Apprentice for the link pointers helps out very well in this deck. Twin Triangle is another MVP of the extra deck. Use 2 level 4 lore dragon monsters and target level 5 or higher dark monster. Pretty sure it's a dark monster. 1 level 5 or higher monster in your graveyard, special summon to the zone it points to. So you can do that if you've already done your Red Eye's Fusion play. Bring this out under it. Send these 2 to the graveyard for Summon Sorceress, and this will bounce you a vanilla from the graveyard to the board. You can just be more creative with how you do the combos in this deck. My extra deck is pretty much set up to where it's not only one way to do the plays, because if you do it game 1, your opponent's like, all right, cool, so this is what he does every time. I like to have different ways of going to it to end off with the same result. So for the Guardragons, I play 1 copy of a Garpain. This is the one that special summons any dragon from the extra deck. 1 copy of Guardragon Pisty. Pisty is the one that special summons from the banished zone or from the graveyard. 1 copy of Guardragon LP. LP special summons from the hand or the deck. 1 copy of Link Karibo because it's Link Karibo. Link Karibo is busted with this combo with Black Metal Dragon and World Legacy Guardragon. Link Karibo will just set up your whole entire field just off of 2 cards. 1 Exceed, Flare Metal Dragon because it's Flare Metal Dragon and it's a Red Eyes deck, so you get the maximum utility out of Flare Metal Dragon in this deck. For the best target that I use for Agarapain's effect is Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss allows you to, once per turn, to negate 1 card. You target 1 face-up card your opponent controls and negate its effects until the end of this turn. Raigeki, you know, any card that has to resolve on the board, he can target in the gate. Bills, because it's Bills, and it's another perfect target to go into a Rocket Synchron if the rest of the deck is already done, or already done the plays, or an extender. And for the last card, it is Boral Savage Dragon. I'm still working on the side deck. You know, you guys, like I said, this deck is still in testing, but this is what I got so far. It's Red Eyes Black Dragon, Red Eyes V Dragon with the Guardragons. So tell me what you guys think. Any comments, suggestions, leave them in the below. And this is Lord Drago, guys, and I'm signing out. Peace.